In this video, we will explore how to add data to MySQL tables using PHP. This is a fundamental operation when building dynamic websites and applications that require storing information in a database. Let's start with the basic syntax for inserting data into a MySQL table. The command begins with insert into, followed by the name of the table you want to insert data into. Then, in parentheses, you list the columns you want to populate. After specifying the columns, the values keyword is used, followed by another set of parentheses containing the corresponding values for each column. Ensure that the order of the values matches the order of the columns specified earlier. Here's an example of how to insert a new record into a users table. We define an SQL query string that inserts data into the users table, specifying the name, email, and age columns. The values clause provides the actual data: John Doe for the name, john@email.com for the email, and 25 for the age. Finally, we use the connection objects query method to execute the SQL query. To insert multiple records at once, you can modify the values clause to include multiple sets of values, each enclosed in parentheses and separated by commas. In this example, we're inserting 3 new users: Alice, Bob, and Carol, along with their respective email addresses and ages. This approach is more efficient than executing multiple individual insert statements. You can also use PHP variables to insert data into your table. First, assign PHP variables to the values you want to insert. Then, construct your SQL query, embedding these variables within the values clause. When the query is executed, PHP will replace the variables with their corresponding values, allowing you to insert dynamic data into your MySQL table. Prepared statements offer significant advantages in terms of security and performance. They help prevent SQL injection attacks by separating the SQL code from the data. Additionally, prepared statements can improve performance, especially for repeated queries, as the database only needs to parse the query once. In this example, we first prepare the SQL statement using the connection objects prepare method. Placeholders, represented by question marks, are used for the values that will be inserted. Next, we bind the parameters using the bind_perm method, specifying the data types of the parameters, S for string, I for integer, and the corresponding variables. Finally, we assign values to the variables and execute the prepared statement. To insert data submitted through an HTML form, you can access the form values using the superglobal variable $_post. Retrieve the values for name, email, and age from the $_post array, and assign them to PHP variables. Then, use these variables in a prepared statement to insert the data into your MySQL table, ensuring that you sanitize and validate the form data before insertion to prevent security vulnerabilities. It's crucial to implement error handling when performing database operations. Use a try-catch block to catch any exceptions that may occur during the insertion process. Within the try block, attempt to execute the insert statement. If an exception is thrown, the code within the catch block will be executed, allowing you to display an error message or log the error for further investigation. When working with PHP and MySQL insert operations, it's essential to follow best practices to ensure security, performance, and maintainability. Always use prepared statements to prevent SQL injection attacks, validate and sanitize all user input before inserting it into the database, implement proper error handling and logging, and group related operations within transactions to ensure data consistency. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.